गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पता न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुते स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा देवाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचन शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We'll read the sutras. 125. वाक्यान्वयात् प्रतिज्ञा सिद्धेः लिंगम् आस्मरत्यः। प्रतिज्ञा सिद्धिर्लिंगम् आस्मरत्यः उत्क्रमिष्यतः एव भावा इति औडुलोभिः अवस्थितेः इति काशकृत्स्नः। Let us read something. We had read 22nd sutras commentary. How much? Okay, let us read. 427 page, second paragraph. यदपि उक्तं प्रकृतस्यैव महतो भूतस्य द्रष्टव्यस्य भूतेभ्यः समुत्थानं विज्ञानात्मभावेन दर्शयन् विज्ञानात्मनः एवेदं द्रष्टव्यत्वं दर्शयतीति तत्र अपि यमेव त्रिसूत्री योजयितव्या प्रतिज्ञा सिद्धेर्लिङ्गम् आश्मरथ्यः इदमत्र प्रतिज्ञातम् आत्मनि विदिते सर्वं विदितं भवति। इदं सर्वं यदयम् आत्मा इति च उपपादितं च सर्वस्य नाम रूप कर्म प्रपंचस्य एकप्रसक्त्वाद् एकप्रलयत्वाच्च दुन्दुभ्यादि दृष्टान्तैश्च कार्यकारणयोः अव्यतिरेक प्रतिपादना तस्या एव प्रतिज्ञायाः सिद्धिं सूचयति। एतल्लिङ्गं यन्महतो भूतस्य द्रष्टव्यस्य भूतेभ्यः समुत्थानं विज्ञानात्मभावेन कथितम् इति आश्मरत्यः आचार्यो मन्यते। अभेदेहि सति एकविज्ञानेन सर्वविज्ञानं प्रतिज्ञातम् अवकल्पत इति उत्क्रमिष्यतः। एवं भावाद् इति औडुलोमिः उत्क्रमिष्यतो विज्ञानात्मनः ज्ञानध्यानादि सामर्थ्यात् संप्रसन्नस्य परेण आत्मना संभवात् इदम् अभेदाभिधानम् इति औडुलोमिः आचार्यो मन्यते। अवस्थितेः इति काशकृत्स्नः अस्यैव परमात्मनः अनेनापि विज्ञानात्मभावेन अवस्थानात् उपपन्नम् इदम् अभेदाभिधानम् इति काशकृत्स्न आचार्यो मन्यते। ननु उच्छेदाभिधानम् एतेभ्यः भूतेभ्यः समुत्थाय तानि एव अनुविनश्यति न प्रेत्य संज्ञास्ते इति कथमेतद् अभेदाभिधानम् नैष दोषः विशेष विज्ञान विनाश अभिप्रायम् एतद् विनाशाभिधानम् न आत्मोच्छेदाभिप्रायम् अत्रैव मा भगवान् अमुम् अहन्न प्रेत्य संज्ञास्ति इति पर्यनुयुज्य स्वयमेव श्रुत्यान्तरस्य दर्शितत्वात् न वा अरे अहं मोहं ब्रवीमि अविनाशी वा अरे अयम् आत्मानुचित्ति धर्मा मात्रा संसर्गस्त्वस्य भवतीति एतदुक्तम् कूटस्थ नित्य एवायम् विज्ञानघन आत्मा नास्य उच्छेद प्रसंग न अस्य उच्छेद प्रसंगोस्ति मात्राभिः तु अस्य भूतेन्द्रियलक्षणाभिः अविद्याकृताभिः असंसर्गो विद्यया भवति संसर्गाभावे च तत्कृतस्य विशेष विज्ञानस्य अभावात् न प्रेत्य संज्ञा अस्तीति उक्तम् इति. Let us see what was said in our last class. If you remember, we are in the Vakyanvayadikaran, and in this Vakyanvayadikaran there were 4 sutras based on the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, where Maitreya-Gival conversation is there. The topic was of the meaning of the Atma, whether it was the Jivatma or Paramatma. So Vakyanvayat, Vedvyas Bhagavan said, because of the flow of the topic in 2.4, we can see that the beginning, end and middle is the Paramatma talked out. Then Purupaksh came, he said Jivatma also can be talked about. To answer that, there were 3 rishis quoted. One was Ashmaratyah, other was Audolomi, and third was Kashakritsna. And all put their own points First one said, by knowledge of one everything is known, therefore Jiva should be Paramatma. Second said that Jiva ultimately would be Paramatma, therefore it is said. And third said that Jiva, Paramatma is appearing as Jiva in the body. And then Bhashyakar, he analyzed all the three opinions and ultimately came to the conclusion that first and second are not very, very apt. Because in the first one, Karya Karana Sambandh will be with Jagat, Brahman and Jagat, and not with Paramatma and Jivatma. In the second one, he said that in future Jivatma will become Paramatma. This is not right. Right now only the Jivatma is the Paramatma. And therefore he concluded the third one, that the Jivatma, Paramatma is in the body as Jivatma. Avasthitehe nato. So there is a Nam Bhed. It is not real. So till this point we had seen. Before wrapping up this Adhikaran, Bhashyakar brings two more points. So what is that two more point? Number one point is, he raises a Purupaksh and gives the answer. He is saying, Purupaksh came up. He said, right, tell me one thing. When Upanishad is talking about the temporary consciousness, how can you say it is dealing with Paramatma? If you see the mantra, this is 2.5.12. 2.4.12. Brihadaranyak 2.4.12. Say it is written, Etebhyah bhutebhyah samuthaya Vijnana ghana. This consciousness comes out. See? Vijnana ghana. Got it? Etebhyah Vijnana ghana eva etebhyah bhutebhyah samuthaya Tani ev anuvinashyati na pretya sangya asti iti Hare bravimi iti hovacha Yagyavalkha. He saw that. So the consciousness comes out from this being and ultimately it goes back into it. This I had already talked about. You must have put a mark there. Etebhyah bhutebhyah. So when the person is awake, the consciousness is back. People say also that now he is conscious. Or when a person swoons, so or a person is in operation, and after the operation is over, the relatives of that patient ask, is his consciousness back or not? And when he has to be operated, so ultimately the anesthesia doctor is there and he sees that you should lose your consciousness. He knows that you cannot be operated. If you have, you will make lot of disturbance. You will move. A little pain, a person will move. If he moves, see, the operation cannot be performed. Every pain makes a person move. Supposing hand is paining, so a person starts moving his hand. Leg is moving, paining, he tries to get rid by movement, although doesn't lessen the pain. So if he is operating stomach, or he is operating spinal cord, or he is operating knees, so because the nerves will be touched, so person will move, therefore person He's called knocked down. Knocked out. Huh? He's knocked out. Huh? Knocked out means gone. You must have experienced it. He was the anesthesia doctor. Okay. They have a dose of anesthesia for 1 hour, half an hour, 3 hours, depending. A separate anesthesia doctor is there. And if operation is long, he has to stay there because it is dangerous. Anyway, some don't respond properly to anesthesia. So this consciousness has come back, so consciousness has gone away. How can you say this is the Paramatma? And not only everybody, but Maitri also got confused. She says in 13th mantra, see, Sa Hovacha Maitreyi. That Sa is the adjective, pronoun for Maitreyi. That Maitreyi said, Sa Hovacha Maitreyi. What she says? Atraiva ma Bhagavan. Oh God, see they are addressing the teacher, although he is his husband, her husband. So double God, as a husband also, he is God, and as a guru also he is God. So this combination is very good. This combination, if it is there, because already if husband is great, so woman's mind will give up. She wants to give her heart. So, and if he is guru, then what to say? Bhav will be too much. Sa hovacha Maitreyi atraiva ma Bhagavan amum uhanna pretya sangyasti. He said that I am confused. Oh, no, not he said, please don't confuse me. She says, amum uhanna pretya sangyasti. Please don't confuse me. But I am confused because look, when the consciousness come and goes, how can that be Paramatma? This is the problem. In the waking also, in the dream, in the swoon also, when a person is swoon, he faints because of any reason. Blackout is there. Sometimes you have a low blood pressure. If your blood pressure falls down, all of a sudden, so you can fall there and then only. So low blood pressure is more dangerous than high blood pressure, for your information. You all should know common things. You need salt. So you don't know what issues will be there. They should eat. I have seen falling. See, Charlie once fell down. His Blue Lama's son, he was bleeding. So we just told her, and she also went to see in the night. Morning she was standing in my room. So we were talking about that, how the blood is there. Blood was in the whole room. And after that, you don't know where you will hit. It's another matter if you fall very systematically, then it was not soon, then it was acting then. You also, no, in front of me also, you had once fall. That was acting. Okay. Nobody can take the discipline so easily. They are not able to take. Anyway, then that is not the topic. This body is very, very, very fragile. How dangerous is kuch yahan pe. Just don't know how the person will pass away in no time. So this Maitri must have seen somewhere. So Maitri said, bhai, I think, I am very confused. By the time you are confusing me. How can you say this consciousness comes and goes, it is Paramatma? Yagwal did not give any answer. He said, I am not confusing you. Sahovacha nava are aham moham bravimi. See, 13th mantra. He did not say, instead of giving the answer, he said, no, I'm not confusing it. That's it. Why you not confusing? Okay, this is for Bhashyakar to work now. Now Bhashyakar will come into play. So what Bhashyakar says is a very simple thing. It is not something which will not find difficult to understand. Bhashyakar says भाई बात ऐसी है कि it is very clear that consciousness is permanent only. There is nothing coming and going in the consciousness. Coming and going is possible only when there is something is anitya. Like body has come, body has died, body is born. Coming and going means something is in time. If something is time, that means it is modifying. So we already have proved that consciousness does not modify, it is avikari. Because if it is modifying, then who will know that it is modifying? From birth to death, there is one consciousness that we know by pratyabhigyan, that I was the same one who was my childhood. I was the same one who is in my old age. So, how can the consciousness be varying? Nobody has experienced the birth. Nobody has experienced his own death. So, there is one consciousness which is deathless and birthless. So that which is not born, it cannot die. So, consciousness naturally is permanent. As far as you are saying coming and going, that is the temporary consciousness. It is called Chidabhas or Pratibimb Chaitan. It is reflected consciousness that comes and go. When the mind is not there, the reflected consciousness is not there. And when the mind emerges, the reflected consciousness is there. So Abhas Chaitan is the one which is there in the mind, which arises in the mind in the waking state, because mind comes up. Mind comes up and therefore reflection in the mind comes up. Mind dissolves, therefore reflection in the mind dissolves. So when we go to deep sleep, the mind resolves and therefore consciousness, temporary consciousness or Chidabhas also resolves back. It is the transactional consciousness which comes and goes and not the non-transactional consciousness. Non-transactional consciousness does not come and go. Like consciousness is everywhere. If you remember in Panchadashi, it was mentioned there was one wall. And in that wall, one was general light and other was reflected light. If you remember that. One was general light, general sunlight I mean, and other is mirror is kept. So many mirrors are there. So corresponding to 10 mirrors, supposing I keep 10 mirrors outside, so the reflection of the sunlight through that mirror will make the particular consciousness. But if I remove that mirror, that reflection will disappear. If I bring it, that reflection will appear. But the general light which is on the wall does not appear and disappear. This is what is mentioned here. I hope you are clear. Actually speaking, see, day and night are not there. Sunlight is not moving at all. Sunlight is not moving at all. It is only sunlight does not come, sunlight does not go. It is only because of the movement of the earth, rather because of the rotation on its axis, day and night. That is the experience. Supposing sun is here, this is sun, and this is the earth. So because this part of the earth is there, sun is not moving. So this part goes here like that. It is reflecting like this. Now this part was here, it has now moved. So this part is not that the sunlight came and sunlight went away. Although we use the expression sun has risen, sun has rose today, a sun has set. But it is not the real meaning that sun has really set and sun has risen. And it appears also that sun is rising from the horizon or sun is setting. But sun is neither risen, neither sun has set. It is a reflection because of the movement of the earth that you feel sunrise and sunset, right? So don't worry about this thing. Chidabhas is also manifestation. Chidabhas, abhas means reflected consciousness. Mind goes back. Therefore, reflection goes back. Why what the anesthesia doctor does? The nerves in the brain is there. Brain is the headquarter of the mind. Not that nerves in the brain nerves. It almost puts it defunctional. All the nerves, that is called general anesthesia. One person, doctor said, I'm giving you local anesthesia. He said, no, I'm a rich person. Give me completely. So don't give anything local. So when general anesthesia is given, I can afford. When general anesthesia is given, that means all the nerves running from the brain to all part of the body, that is numbed. The brain is numbed. And brain is numb, therefore mind is also numbed, because brain is the one which expresses the mind. Therefore you have no feeling because nerves are now numbed. That nerves are numbed. So if you can cut it, you won't have any experience. Right now nerves are running correctly. The brain connection is there. So if anything goes here, supposing fire is there, immediately your brain will try to remove, because this nerve gives a signal it is hot. It is connected. But it is not connected. The Dr. Bhima used to say, I said, how do we operating 200, 300, 400? They say, they took a lot of brandy. How much brandy you give? The person will be, maybe so much operation also is not there as we have. At those time, 300-400 years back, the medical was not that advanced that you need some operation. Now very high technology is there, and now it has very advanced machines have come, medicines have come, operations have come, laparoscopy, phalana, dimaga, so many big things have come. And medical science, it's really the brain operation and kya karte. But and local anesthesia is there. So that part of that brain, supposing hand is there, so they'll numb that portion. They'll put injection and they will numb that, like the tooth is given. So when they do root canal or they operate this, you all have experience, so they'll take it, an injection, simple injection, and they will numb this portion. So here you will not feel after that. So my point is, because mind is not there, therefore transactional consciousness is non-operative. I hope this point is clear. There is nothing more. Nothing more to say. You all understand. Now second point, if you remember, there was one Purupaksh. In 2.4.14, if you see the book, 2.4.14, there is one last word, yen idagam sarvam bijanati ten tam kena bijaniyat vigyataram arekena bijaniyat. He is saying that last quotation is 2. Vigyataram. Who will know the knower? There is one knower. See, what is written here? Kenakam bijaniyat. Who will know that by which everything is known? Kenakam bijaniyat. yen idam sarvam vijanati, by which everything is known. See, I was about to take Brihadaranyaka in Vibhuti. And we had thought of that we are completing two or three camps. But last year, I think 2 camps got cancelled. One is April camp, other was August-September camp. But see, beautiful Upanishad is there. So everything has come to standstill. So, kam ken kam vijaniyat, yen idagam sarvam vijaniyat, tam kena vijaniyat vigyataramare. Other than the knower, how can anybody know that? So here, if you remember, Purpaksh has said when knower word is used, knower is always finite because one knower will be excluding another knower. Knower, like I know watch, so this watch knower will not be the table knower. And table knower will not be, there is a difference in knowers are there. Because knower is related with the particular known, only one knower is there. Knower is a finite. So that answer, the Bhashyakar gave the answer that, my dear, Paramatma alone is manifesting as a knower. Paramatma alone is manifesting as a Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya. General light alone is expressing as a particular light. So don't worry about that. That consciousness in itself, there is no knower known relationship. In the consciousness, there is no known knower relationship. But in the presence of the object, that general consciousness appears as a knower. That general consciousness, in the presence of an object, of a known object, it appears as a knower. It appears as a knower. It is not a knower by itself. Like, give the example, like fire is there. Fire is not the burner, but in the presence of, you bring paper. So the fire appears as it is burning the paper. But fire is not burning anything. In the presence of something, it appears as it is burning. But it is not burning. So actually speaking, what you say, drishta, and seer. Seer is not a reality. When you say, I am seeing the thought, rather you can say in the presence of consciousness, thought is seen. We are pure consciousness. Now pure consciousness with the upadhi with the conditioning of ignorance, it becomes the jeev or the knower. But without upadhi, it is not the knower also. Without any conditioning, it is not the knower at all. It is just of the nature of knowledge alone. Dring matra. It is not drishta also. Drishta is a prakriya, is a process to know that. In meditation, when you say, I am seeing the thought, it is not the pure consciousness who sees the thought. Because seeing is an action. An action modifies. Anything when modifies, it dies. If you start knowing, you will be tired. If you focus on some subject for a long time, you get tired. Even studying will make you tired. Even thinking makes you tired. Because you try to know particular thing. Action's work is to exhaust energy. If you are acting, it will exhaust. Like walking will exhaust you. Talking will exhaust you. Seeing will exhaust you. If you see TV or film for a long time, your eyes will be tired. Thinking also exhausts. Thinking also exhausts you. I don't know you have noticed or not. And therefore, a recreation comes after that. Person doesn't want to think. After long classes, you don't want to think. You don't ask some questions. No, I'm tired because already I've been thinking for 5 hours. So from morning, my thinking will start. So this will continue till 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, again, don't ask any question. I'm tired now. We need some diversion then. Then talk something light. Talk something where you're light means you don't have to force to think. Night you are tired. I was in Siddhbadi, Guruji was there. So somebody had some mission problems. So they went to Swami Subodhanand. He said, I want to talk to Guruji. He said, I think he is tired. Don't bring them this topic now. Talk some other issues. So this you can discuss in the morning. He must be exhausted and he will get irritated then. Because a person who is tired, he gets irritated faster. Got no point. And therefore, every moment, it is said you should change the topic. Supposing you are thinking and you are tired, not that you should do something worldly. You can start doing chanting. You stand, the mind doesn't have to imply a lot of thinking in chanting. Start chanting something. Gita chant, Ramayana chant. Or write your jap. Make your jap copy. In jap copy, write your mantra. 11 times, 21 times. So you did not have to put lot of brain into it. Understood now? So if the consciousness was knower, you would have exhausted long back now. Because knower means doer. Doer means which has modification. Because lot it is knowing from morning to 8 o'clock. So pure consciousness is not the doer. It is Dring Matra is of nature of consciousness. It is not doing the action of thinking. In the presence of that, the action of thinking is done. This is what is, both the points are clarified. Presence of thinking. Now I want to see it. I'll show you. See here, page 248. Second paragraph. Nanuchhed abhidhanam etad etebhya bhutebhya samuttaya tani anuvinashti na pretya sangyasti. This is what I was quoting. Iti katham etad abheda abhidhanam. How can you say that non-dual self being talked about? Naisha dosha. This is Bhashyakar saying. And this is where I am putting on. Vishesha Vijnana Vinasha Abhiprayam Etad Vinasha Vidhanam Na Atma Uchedamidanam. It is said that consciousness dies and is born. The death is of the specific knowledge and not the Atma. Underline that. Vishesha Vijnana Vinasha Abhiprayam Etad. Prayam Etad Vinash Abhidhanam. This is the meaning of death of consciousness. Na Atmo Chedabhida Abhiprayam. It is not that Atma is coming and going. There is no thought. It is the disappearance of the thought that is being talked of. Not the disappearance of the consciousness is being talked of. And then Atra eva ma Bhagavan Amum Uhanna Pretya Sangyasti. Then Maitri says, you are deluding me. That you are saying that in death there is no consciousness. So see here, iti paryanuyujya swayamev shrutyantarantarasya darshitatvat. He said, Are, I am not deleting you. Nava are aham moham bravimi. I am not deleting you. And why? Ayam atma anuchhati dharma. This atma's nature is not dying. See? Moham bravimi avinashiva are ayam atma. It is not, underline that. Avinashi means it is of the nature of immortality. And anuchhati means it is unbroken. So avinashiva are ayam atma anuchhati dharma matra asamsargah tu asya bhavati. It doesn't associate with anything else. Etat uktam bhavati कूटस्थ नित्य एवं विज्ञानघन आत्मा न अस्य उच्छेद प्रसंगो अस्ति. बस इतना काफी है. मात्रा भी तु अस्य भूतेन्द्रिय लक्षणा भी अविद्याकृत भी असंसर्गो विद्या भवति. चलो अच्छा, दैट इज पॉइंट. संसर्गाभावित तत्कृतस्य विशेष विज्ञानस्य अभावात्. This is the second point. This is the first point. Second point, यदपि उक्तम विज्ञातारम अरेर केन विजानीयात इति कर्तृ वचनेन शब्देन संहारात विज्ञानात्मना एव इदं द्रष्टव्यमिति तदपि काशकृष्णीयेन एव दर्शनेन परिहरणीयम. He said that Krishna already has removed that knower. Why? Apicha yatra hi dvaitam iva bhavati tadidam idram pashyati. So he has already said this point, that this doership is not doer, it is only appearing with some conditioning. It is appearing with conditioning. The immovable appears as moving. I give the example of sunlight. You say, sunlight is moving. Sun has come from there to here. It is because conditioning has come. Therefore, you are saying that light is more, coming more here. Here it is less. As if light is doing something. Light is with respect to conditioning. It is appearing like that. Light is not doing anything. So here you say, this line you please see. This is from the top. 7th line. Atascha Vijnanat Paramatmanah Avidya Pratyupistapita Nam Rupa Rachita Dehadi Nimitto Bhedah Na Paramartika Iti Eshartha Sarvedantavadibi Abhyupagantavyam. Underline that. What it says? Vijnanat Paramatmanah. So this avidya, or the ignorance, has created name and form, and the bodies from the name and form, and therefore there are differences appearing. That it is appearing as doer, enjoyer, Atmano Vikriya Nasti, like that is there. Buddhe Jnanam Najatpriti. Tattabodh Atmano Vikriya Nasti. So with respect to that, it is appearing as moving, doing. Because with the conditioning, it is appearing as doer. Because mind's doership is imposed on the doership of the non-doership of the consciousness. The example was red hot iron. So there was a fire. So fire has no weight and iron has no heat. But when both are put together, it appears red hot iron. So consciousness has no doership and mind has no sentiency. But mind and consciousness, when brought together, so doership of the mind is appearing as the doership of the consciousness. This is the point here. Understood, I think. So this completes this adhikara. Oh, over? Yes. This particular adhikaran is over now. And therefore conclusion is that present Atma word refers to Paramatma alone. Finish. Let's go to the format. Vishayaha. Vishaya means what? Subject matter. So what is the meaning of the word Atma in 2.4.5? Samshaya, doubt. Samshaya is, does the Atma refer to Jivatma or Paramatma? Third, Purva Paksha. Purva Paksha says it is refers to Jivatma because family is mentioned. That because of the husband only, husband is not dear for husband, it is dear for yourself. Wife is not dear for wife, it is dear for yourself. Money is not dear for money. So I think we are talking about some conditioned Atma. Therefore, Jiv. Siddhanti says fourth point, that Atma refers to Paramatma because of the flow of text. Because if you remember, the flow was there, Amritattvam, Sarvanyatvam, Sarvatmatvam, and fourth point was Jagat Sthiti Lay Karanam. This you saw. 4 reasons were given. There was a Dundubi example, drum example was there. Then fire example was there. Smoke example, the drum example, ocean example. 3 examples were given. And therefore the flow of text shows that we are not talking about the Jivatma, we are talking about the Paramatma alone. Then what? Over Sangati. This is an appropriate position. This adhikaran. So this particular section is now over. And now we will come to the 7th adhikaran of the 4th pada. And for good news is that this is the penultimate adhikaran of first chapter. First chapter is now almost getting completed. And your book is reaching its last few pages. See how happy we feel that we completed it. So you are now ready for the part 2. That means first chapter will be over. And after first chapter, we'll go to book number 2. Which you don't have, I think. So you'll be given book number 2. Okay. So, but there's a penultimate. Still the time is there. Don't be happy. So this is 1.4.7.23. And this adhikaran is called Prakrityadhikaranam. See page 432. Prakrityadhikaran, and this is a little bigger adhikaran, and it has 5 sutras. It is called Prakrityadhikaran because the first sutra starts by the name Prakriti. So most of the adhikaran are name of the first word, the first sutra of that particular adhikaran. Like Vakyanvaya was their last one. Last adhikaran. Because Vakyanvayat was the first word, therefore Vakyanvayadhikaran was there. This is called Prakrityadhikaran. And the first sutra is, I'll see it tomorrow, time is over. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamanaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om.